So we were doing trade receivable turnover ratio. This question was left. Now see this question. The following information is given for X Limited. Average collection period 73 days. Revenue from operations 25 lakh 20,000. So revenue from operation is given, average collection period is given. So we will be using first average collection period. Average collection period is equal to, and it is given in days. So that's why I will write it like this. Trade receivable turnover ratio. Now it is given 73 days. So 73, so it will be 73 is equal to 365 upon trade receivable turnover ratio, and that's why trade receivable turnover ratio will be equal to 365 upon Now question is saying closing debtors were. So I will write closing debtors were means is equal to 40% of opening debtors. 40% of opening debtors. Opening debtors, or I can use word trade receivable also, because here only debtors are there. So these will become trade receivable also. Now, so I can write it like 0.4, 0.4 opening debtors, opening trade receivables, opening trade receivables. So now I can use this number in this equation. Instead of writing uh, closing trade receivables, I will be writing its value. So I will get opening equal to 10,08,000. Now I can calculate opening trade receivables. Opening trade receivables is equal to 10,08,000 divided by 1.4. So if you will solve it, it will come 7,20,000. Now I got opening trade receivables. With the help of this, I can calculate closing trade receivables also. With the help of this equation, closing trade receivables is equal to 7,20,000 multiplied by 40 upon 100. So if you will calculate it, it will come, or you can put it like this, 7,000, 72,000 multiplied by 4. So it will become 2,80,000 plus 8,000, 2,88,000. Now coming to the new ratio, trade payables turnover ratio. So it is similar to trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade receivable ratio is connected to the debtors and bills payable, and trade payable turnover ratio is connected to the creditors and bills payable. Now, the source of creditors is credit purchase. Your creditors will get generated only because of the credit purchases. So your formula will be obviously net credit purchases. In trade receivable turnover ratio, you have observed it was net credit revenue from operations. So debtors has connection with credit sales and creditors has connection with credit purchases. So here in the numerator you will find net credit purchases upon. Similarly, in all the turnover ratios, you will find average inventory, average trade receivable, average trade payable. So you can easily remember this formula also. Now what is net credit purchase? Purchase minus purchase return. And similarly, you can derive the formula easily for average trade payables. Opening trade payables plus closing trade payables divided by 2. Now opening trade payables means opening creditors and opening bills payable. Closing trade payables means closing creditors and closing bills payable. Similarly, as in the earlier ratio, we have calculated average collection period. So here we will be calculating average payment period. means on an average in how much time we are paying to our creditors. It determines the efficiency with which trade payables are managed. Trade payables include creditors and bills payable. Now see this question. Total purchases, cash purchases, purchase return, opening creditors, opening bills payable, closing bills payable. These informations are given. Calculate trade receivable turnover ratio if all sales are made on credit, or you can say if all purchases are. This is the wrong statement. It will be trade payable turnover ratio. Trade payable turnover ratio if all purchases are made on credit. And because cash purchases are given, so this statement will also not be valid. To keep this statement like this only. Now first thing I need, I will write the formula for trade payable turnover ratio. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchase upon average trade payables. So first thing I will calculate net credit purchase. Net credit purchase will be equal to total purchase minus cash purchase and minus purchase return. It will be equal to 4,20,000 minus 40,000 minus 20,000. 3,80,000 minus 20,000, 3,60,000. So our net credit purchase is now 3,60,000. Now coming to the average trade payables. So average trade payables is equal to opening trade payables plus closing trade payables divided by 2. So it will be 40,000 plus 30,000 plus 50,000 opening creditors are 40,000, opening bills payable are 50,000. So we will write opening at one place and then closing at another place. Closing creditors are 30,000 and closing bills payable are 60,000 divided by 2. So now 40 plus 50, 90, 120, 180 divided by 2 will become 90,000. So we have calculated both of the values now. So we can calculate trade payable turnover ratio. It will be 3,60,000 divided by 90,000. So that's why it will be 4 times. Now in the similar manner, we can calculate average payment period for this ratio. Average payment period is equal to, if I want to calculate in days, then it will be 365 divided by trade payable turnover ratio Trade payable turnover ratio. So it will be is equal to 365 upon 4. So it will be 4 9 is 36. Then 4 ones are 4. Remainder will be 1.2. 91.2 days. It will be written like this. Then afterwards you will mention it 92 days or 92 days. Because whatever fraction will be there beyond 91 days, it will become obviously next day. So in a manner we can write it 92 days also. So means we are generally paying our creditors within a period of 92 days on an average. But it doesn't mean that we are paying to each creditor in 92 days. Maybe some of the creditors are paid in 100 days, some of the creditors are paid in 80 days, but on an average we are paying in 92 days. Now we can compare it with our past performances. Like earlier our average payment period was suppose 100 days, and now it is coming 92 days. That means we are improving our payment. We are making payment little bit earlier in comparison to previous performance. And we can compare the same with our competitor also. If suppose our competitor is paying in 90 days or you can say 80 days, then it means that he is more efficient than us in payment of his creditors. So creditors also generally check this ratio for identifying to whom how much credit should be given, who is having better credit policy, who can pay us better. So rest we will do in next lesson.